Hello everyone, this is Radhesham Baragi here again in this lecture. Till yesterday we have completed one very interesting topic and few correct questions, shear stresses in beams according to the exam point of view. And today here I am for torsion and shear centers. Let us see some important MCQs only, because this topic is also important as everyone. So I will not be telling unnecessary questions, only good and questions which are having heavy weightage to come in the exam will be telling by here, right? So let us start the MCQs related to the torsion and shear center. Myself is Radhesham Baragi, and I'm here for your 10,000 plus MCQ series for JEE degree holder exams, which would be held in 12th September 2021 as per the notice. So let us start. Minimum thickness of a flange forced at the end of the shaft is determined by what? I'm again repeating the question. Minimum thickness of a flange forced at the end of a shaft is determined by the fact that it must be sufficient to prevent the shaft from shearing out of the flange on the cylindrical surface. This is the answer here. Next, the radius taken into consideration in calculation the stress in a hollow shaft subjected to torsion is outer radius, right? Torsion, that equation you should know, T upon J is equal to Z upon R, where Z is equal to T upon pi by 32, D0 to the power 4 minus D to the power 4, right? So by this way we can find the answer into R. So this is next. Torsional formula is what? T upon J is equal to N theta upon L is equal to tau maximum upon R. Please remember torsional formula. Like bending equation, you know, this should also very important. You should remember, because this is very important. See, T upon J is equal to N theta upon L is equal to tau maximum upon R is the equation of a torsional formula, right? See, next. Torsional rigidity of a solid circular shaft of a diameter d is proportional to d raised to the power 4, d4, right? Next, if a shaft of radius small r and polar moment of inertia is j be subjected to bending moment m and torque t, the maximum combined shear and bending stress is equal to, that will be equal to r upon j under root m square plus t square, r upon j under root m square plus t square. And where tau is equal to 16t upon pi d cube. Please remember this formula, and sigma is equal to 32 m upon pi d cube. Okay. Next, for solid shaft subjected to a torque of 18,000 Newton meter having a permissible shear stress of 60 Newton per mm square, the diameter of the shaft will be what? So how we will find the diameter? Diameter is equal to 16t upon 2 pi raised to the power 1 by 3. Okay, when you will put the value of t, you will find the answer here. Next, torsional rigidity of a shaft of unit length is given by t upon theta. Please remember, t upon theta is the torsional rigidity here. Okay. Next, ratio or rotational speed in rpm to radian per second is 2 pi upon 60. Ratio rotational speed in rpm to radius per second is 2 pi by 60. Next, two solid circular shafts having diameter d1 and d2 are subjected to a torque t. The ratio of strain energy stored in the shaft will be what? That will be none of these, because ratio will be e1 upon e2. That will be d2 by d to the power 4 by d1 to the power 4. So nothing is here. Only under root is given. So anyone is not correct. Correct answer is e1 upon e2 is equal to d2 to the power 4 upon d1 raised to the power 4, right? Next, twisting couple in a shaft introduced in it shear stress. Torsional bar are in parallel if they have equal angles of twist and applied torque portioned between them, then only torsion bars are in parallel. Okay. Value of shear stress induced in the shaft due to applied couple varies from 0 at the center to the maximum at the circumference. Okay. Next, a point load applied at shear center induced pure bending. Power transmitted by a shaft is given by expression in what? That is 2 pi nt upon 60. 2 pi nt upon 60 watt. A shaft of diameter d is subjected to a torque T. The maximum shear stress is 16 T upon pi d cube. Please remember, a shaft of diameter d is subjected to a torque T. The maximum shear stress will be 16 T upon pi d cube. Next, a solid shaft of diameter d transmits the torque equal to pi by 16 tau d raised to the power 3. Pi by 16 tau d raised to the power 3. Next, if G is the modulus of rigidity and J is the polar moment of inertia, then the torsional rigidity of a shaft is what? T upon, GJ. GJ will be the torsional rigidity. Okay. In a column section, shear center is a point through which, if the resultant passes, the section will not be subjected to any torsion. Okay. The shear center of a section is defined as the point at which load must be applied to produce zero twisting moment on the section. Okay. Next, a shaft turns at 150 rpm under a torque of 1500 Newton meter. The power transmitted in kilonewton will be what? 2 pi nt upon 60. You just need to put the value and find the answer. The answer will be 7.55. Next, the flexibility coefficient for shaft L and torsional rigidity GJ, and the torsion at midpoint will be L upon GJ. Okay. If a solid shaft is subjected to a torque T at its end such that the maximum shear stress does not exceed Fs, the diameter of the shaft will be 16 T upon pi Fs raised to the power 1 by 3. Okay. For a channel section, the shear center lies at a distance of d square b square T upon 4i. This is the formula you need to remember. D square b square T upon 4i. Next, polar moment of inertia of a cross section of a member is determined to assess the strength of member is torsion, right? Next, the shear stress at any section of a shaft is maximum at the top of the surface. Okay. Next, a rectangular bar is subjected to a torsion. What will be the location of maximum shear stress? Middle of the longer side. Okay. Which among the following are correct assumptions made in torsion formula? First is twist along the shaft is uniform. Correct. Circular section before twisting remains circular even after twisting. So both two are assumptions here. Which of the following sections should preferably be used at places where torsional occurs? That is called box type section. Next, the angle of twisting is proportional to twisting moment directly. In a situation where torsional is dominant, which one of the following is the desirable section? That is called box type section is desirable here. Angle I and channel section will not be desirable here. Okay. Find the maximum torque in a solid circular shaft with diameter 25 centimeter, and when the shaft transmits 250 kilonewton power at 150 rpm. So everything is given here. So P is equal to 2 pi nt upon 60. You just need to value and you will find the answer. Torque you can find. Torque will be P into 60 upon 2 pi n. Next, when a shaft is subjected to a twisting moment, every cross section of the shaft will be under shear stress. Okay. Next, when a solid shaft is subjected to torsion, the shear stress induced at its center will be 0. Next, which of the following structure member resists torsion? Shaft resists torsion. A solid circular shaft of 60 mm diameter transmits a torque of 1600 Newton meter. The value of maximum shear stress induced is what? How you will find the shear stress? Tau is equal to 16 T upon pi d cube. When you will put the value, you will find the answer. So these 35 questions are very, very important from torsion and shear stress topic, and please go through it at least once. See, trust me, you will find many questions from this 35 questions. Many means 3 or 4 questions will be definitely coming from in your next exams, where some equations are here, like tau is equal to 16 T upon pi d cube, you know it, and another formula P is equal to 2 pi nt upon 60. Okay, and E is equal to T theta upon 2. Okay, T upon J is equal to tau upon R. This is find from the bending equation. Tau maximum is equal to 16 T upon pi d cube. Fs is equal to 16 T upon pi d cube. So by this way you can find easily very good questions. Torsional rigidity is the T upon theta. So this is the 35 questions over here. Tomorrow we will be studying the slopes and deflections, which is very interesting topic. How a beam behaves to create slope and deflections. So we will be studying this interesting topic with the MCQs only, not theory part. So have a nice time with you. If you have any doubts, please put that in the comment box. Let me know to collect some useful information for you so that you can move well. So bye bye, take care, have a nice time.